Ebusuya Sabri, the Ghana Police Service actually 10 armed robbers just one day banks in Kwana where one operations just a region secretary of Ghana in there they have undertaken robbery incidents just say and I'm so crampoma yakum police in the back in the process just say yaji need to some time ago satu no AK-47 no as part of the ammunition and arms armed robbers used to for their operations. Fortunately, on the part of the police, in the course of the arrest, 3 of the armed robbers lost their lives following an exchange of gunshots between the police and the robbers. Sabrino, 3 of the robbers have lost their lives in the process. And 2 of the robbers have escaped. Police for no say they want them or not, they are going to get them arrested. Then IGP Tuga. CID boss are reacting about this incident. Make sure say the updates and I say the state of this arrest one of the biggest arrests police in this year 2025. Kudos to IGP Christian Tete Jowonu. And say Ghana Police Service following their intel have arrested 10 armed robbers who mainly operate in rural bank robberies. Just say we a rural bank. Now one feeling na say rural wakatia. The first thing is security officer or rural bank on yeti chire no eboduem eno achi no na ya kate the vault me chire baby ya kura sika e bank wo no and na sika bia ya wo bia no wodon saboma away na sa adwumedi akoso in several regions in Ghana. Just say rural bank bebre as suffer from these atrocities by these armed robbers. Emma nam Sokrampoma, police Nebako, Ashrenenkwa, in one of their acts, one nam Sokrampo Sanjini 2 AK-47, what year robbery in subsequent operations. Sabram can say the police actually retrieve AK-47 together with several pump action guns and other deadly weapons and ammunition, including electric katana, just a no brea, what year operations. Now, how they arrest. And I say how they were brought to the police headquarters.
So far, we have successfully arrested 10 suspects. 3 other suspects were shot dead in the course of the operation during a shootout with the police. We have launched a manhunt for the remaining suspects who are on the run. We will not stop until we get them arrested. We were also able to recover 14 weapons, including AK-47 rifles, pump action guns, a single barrel gun, pistols, ammunition, vehicles, mobile phones, among others. The Director General CID will give you the full details of the operation, the suspects, exhibits, among others. Commendations. I would like to acknowledge and commend Ashanti Regional Police Commander and his intelligence team for the role they played to ensure the success of this operation. Commander, get up. Get up. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Thank you. I would also like to commend all other officers who played critical roles towards this successful operation. I wish to sincerely thank members of the public who volunteered credible information to the police that contributed to this breakthrough. I want to take this opportunity to call
Nebusia IGP Michemu Yura Christian Tete Jowonu Ekasai Echiremu Nenam so Okoyanam Soma Sabri Krampo police for waiting me ayesa arrestee. Now 3 of the robbers unfortunately lost their lives in the course of the operation because they engaged in shootout with the police. They say police are well trained in gunshot and they were able to overpower down robbers as I be there. We come 3 and I watch 10. 2 of the robbers are on the run, but the police is on a manhunt to get them also arrested to come and face the full rigors of Ghana's laws. You go say Ensema Yera IGP Edutugwa FS arrestee.
Good morning and warm welcome to the National Police Headquarters for this press briefing. Thank you for honoring our invitation in spite of the rain. This morning, we are delighted to share with you a major, massive breakthrough in the service has made in our fight against violent crimes, specifically armed robbery. The operation over the past year, the service recorded a number of robberies targeting financial institutions, particularly rural banks. My team and I, after analyzing these robberies, observed a similar pattern. We immediately got to work after painstaking investigations, working with credible informers, analyzing available data, surveillance across several regions. We launched a targeted operation to arrest these criminal elements. This operation took us to the Ahafo, the Western, the Central, Eastern, and Ashanti region in towns such as Esreso, Edija, Ejiso, Achiankrum, Atonso, Chirapatre, Ahua, Zongo, Aputoja, Abotem, please forgive me my language, Kasebost, Eswofua, Atosu Monaco, Pechi, Obuase, and Buaho near Kronom. These are the hideouts of these criminals. I'm delighted to announce that we have successfully dismantled the gang behind all these robberies. So far, we have successfully arrested So far, we have successfully arrested 10 suspects. 3 other suspects were shot dead in the course of the operation during a shootout with the police. We have launched a manhunt for the remaining suspects who are on the run. We will not stop until we get them arrested. We were also able to recover 14 weapons, including AK-47 rifles, pump-action guns, a single-barrel gun, pistols, ammunition, vehicles, mobile phones, among others. The Director General CID will give you the full details of the operation, the suspects, exhibits, among others. Commendations. I would like to acknowledge and commend Ashanti Regional Police Commander and his intelligence team for the role they played to ensure the success of this operation. Commander, get up. Get up. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him. Thank you. I would also like to commend all other officers who played critical roles towards this successful operation. I wish to sincerely thank members of the public who volunteered credible information to the police that contributed to this breakthrough. I want to take this opportunity to call all members of the public to support the police with information for successful investigation. Let us all be vigilant members of the community and report any suspicious persons or activities to the police. As you may be aware, the service is committed to rewarding credible information shared to support our investigation. In conclusion, I would like to assure you that the police will continue to make life uncomfortable for criminal elements in our society. We will continue to pursue you till you are brought to justice. On this note, I want to inform you that the Police Management Board have decided to promote 3 chief inspectors to the Police Academy. Three inspectors to chief inspector. 2 sergeants to inspector. 1 corporal to sergeant. 3 constables. They are lucky, very fresh. They are giving Lance Corporal. To the senior officers, the police council will take a decision on them. Thank you very much.
So the suspect will take leave of us as the ID indicated. We will show you a video, so kindly be looking towards the screen to my left. Thank you very much. Oh, that's it. Okay, I'll see a video for the back capture.
You are not changing na me call be man kebi I don't know the IGP boss, the female IGP boss, the hardworking CID boss, yes, female CID boss. Just say obo ejuma pa. Also kasai for this arrest Ghana Police Service to me I know ehun.
The suspects are Akwesi Ejay alias Cobra, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, Samuel Apia alias Akwesi Mugu, Francis Akwa alias Preman, David Obobi alias Wasti, Martin Akansina alias 1 billion, Nana Yao Frimpong alias Mystical, Kojo Atingawo alias Boga, Samuel Akwesi Jan Stephen Say, Koku Pepra alias X5, he is deceased. Bozin is also deceased. Kwabna Owusu Ansa is at large, and 1 Albert also at large. The banks affected are as follows. Adansi Rural Bank in Fomena was attacked on the 10th of April 2025. The Lower Pra Rural Bank at Takrade in Traban was attacked on 24th April 2025. Asokori Rural Bank in Asokwa was attacked on the 18th of May 2025. Ahafo Kukom Rural Community Bank branch was attacked on the 30th of May 2025. In Wabeja Rural Bank at Ofinso was attacked on the 10th of July 2025. Bosomchi Rural Bank at Sontreso was attacked on the 18th of July 2025. Kakum Rural Bank at Elmina was attacked on 4th August 2025. MRB Bank in Winneba was attacked on the 15th of August 2025. The South Birim Rural Bank at Achim Asene was attacked on 16th August 2025. The Eco Bank Ahafo Kenyasi branch was attacked on the 8th of September 2025. And lastly, St. Martin de Porres Co-op Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco was attacked on 14th September 2025. I'll give you a brief fact of these robberies. On the 10th of April 2025 at about 1 a.m., this gang attacked and robbed the Adansi Rural Bank at Fomena and made away with an undisclosed amount of money and 2 pump action guns belonging to the security men on duty. The gang scaled the bank wall, tied up the security men, and cut the security door with an industrial electric cutting machine before gaining access into the bank's vaults. On 23rd April 2025 at 4 a.m., the same gang armed with pump action guns attacked and robbed the Lower Pra Rural Bank at Takrade in Traban. The robbers broke into the bank and used an industrial electric cutter to cut the bank's vaults and made away with the money in the vaults. On 18th May 2025, about 1:45 a.m., the same group armed with pump action guns robbed the Asokori Rural Bank at Wood Village, Kumasi, and made away with cash from the bank's vaults, and also bolted with 1 pump action gun with 6 AAA live ammunition and cash the sum of 2,060 Ghana cedis belonging to the security guard on duty, who they tied up and abandoned. On 30th May 2025, the same men armed with 3 pump action guns broke into the Ahafo Community Bank at Kukum after having held the security man captive and tying his hands behind his back. The robbers broke into the bank vault with an electric cutting machine and made away with the cash. On 10 July 2025, these robbers, again armed with pump action guns, stormed the Nwabija Rural Bank at Ofinso, took the security guard hostage, tied his legs and hands at his back. They then broke into the banking hall, but could not get access into the vaults. They then bolted with 11 AA live ammunition. On 18 July 2025, same gang broke into the Bosomchi Rural Bank at Edwinasi in Kumasi. However, the swift response of the police there foiled their plans and they bolted from the bank premises. Again, on 4th August 2025, the same gang, armed with pump-action guns, besieged the Kakum Rural Bank premises, accosted the security guards, including a police officer on duty, tied them up, and proceeded to the banking hall. They then used an electric cutter to cut open the vaults and made away with the money. On 15th August 2025, at about 1 a.m., a gang armed with pump-action guns broke into the MRB Bank premises off the Winneba Swedru Road, held some bank staff residing closer to the bank hall hostage, and attempted to rob the bank. Their attempt to cut open the vault as usual failed due to the prompt response of the police patrol team. However, they managed to escape after firing shots at the patrol team. Meanwhile, they left behind one pump-action gun loaded with 8 cartridges and one industrial electric cutter. On 16th August 2025 at 1:45 a.m., the same gang proceeded to Achim Asine, where they robbed the South Birim Rural Bank. Armed with pump-action guns, they entered the bank premises, held the security man hostage, and later bolted with cash from the bank. On 25th August 2025, the gang, again armed with 3 pump-action guns, stormed the Wenchi NIB Bank, tied the security man and held him hostage. They broke into the bank vault and made away with the money. On 8 September 2025, the gang, again armed with 3 pump-action guns and 1 AK-47 rifle, stormed the EcoBank Kenyasi premises and, due to their large number, held the 2 police officers on duty hostage at gunpoint and seized their 2 AK-47 rifles loaded with ammunition, together with 3 mobile phones. Their attempt to cut open the main vaults failed due to faulty electric industrial cutter machine. They then bolted with the 2 service AK-47 rifles. And lastly, on Sunday, 14th September 2025, at 3:30 a.m., the same gang, armed with pump-action guns and 3 AK-47 rifles, broke into the St. Martin de Porres Cooperative Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco, held the security man and his wife hostage, and robbed the bank of an amount of money. Police, on arrival at the scene, retrieved 1 AK-47 rifle magazine loaded with 10 rounds of ammunition. Exhibits so far recovered by the police from the suspects include the following: 3 AK-47 assault rifles, 1 single-barrel gun with 1 AAA ammunition, 7 pump-action guns, and 96 rounds of AAA ammunition, 3 Bruni pistols with 40 rounds of ammunition, 1 M&P pistol with 4 rounds of ammunition, cash the sum of 18,845 Ghana cedis, $104 US, 190 Liberian dollars, 5,800 naira, 31,000 sefa, and a quantity of assorted Ghana coins. 6 vehicles, 4 motorbikes, assorted mobile phones, and jewelries. Ladies and gentlemen, it is worth noting that one of the AK-47 rifles marked GHGP/ASH/TEPA/TP/B1523 retrieved from this gang was a police service weapon issued to number 48034 G Corporal Francis Eduyao, then at Tepa Police District Headquarters, who was sadly attacked by armed robbers and killed on the Bibiani-Goso Highway on 29 November 2024 while he was returning from an official duty. This is an indication that this same gang committed that heinous crime. The other 2 AK-47 rifles, also service weapons, were snatched from officers who were on duty at EcoBank Ahafo Kenyasi when they were attacked by a gang of armed robbers on 8 September 2025. Between November 2024 and September 2025, the police administration responded to a series of bank robberies across the country. A critical analysis of these robberies revealed a similar modus operandi employed by the robbers. Their modus was that the gang, armed with pump-action guns, attack a bank, hold the security guards hostage, snatch their weapons, and then used industrial cutting machines to break into the vaults of the banks. Targeted intelligence gathering across the affected regions led police to one of the suspects, one Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, an ex-convict who is believed to be the mastermind who recruited several others for the robbery operations. On 18 September 2025, an intelligence team proceeded to Esereso Adeja, where sustained surveillance led to the arrest of suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra, the leader of the gang, in his hideout at Esereso Adeja. A search conducted in his house and its surroundings led to the retrieval of 2 AK-47 rifles marked BA 406069 and AB 405216, with a magazine loaded with 13 rounds of ammunition concealed in a sack buried in a pond of water behind his house. The said weapons were police rifles, which were snatched from policemen on duty at EcoBank Kenyasi branch on 8 September 2025. A Toyota Noah minibus with registration number AS 295625 was also recovered and impounded. On interrogation, suspect Kwesi Eje alias Cobra admitted to the robberies and mentioned suspects Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, David Ebobi alias Kofi, David Wasti, Francis Akwa alias Preman, Stephen Say, Martin Akansina alias 1 Billion, Kweku Prepar alias X5, Nanaya Frimpon alias Mystical, Kojo Atingawo alias Boga, Al-Hassan Ibrahim, Samuel Apia alias Akwesi Mugu, Samuel Akwesi Jan, Nati Bongo, Bozin and Albert as his accomplices in the various robberies. Further intelligence led to the arrest of David Obobi alias Wasti, a trotro driver, from his hideout at Ejisu Achia Krum. A search conducted in his room revealed 7 pump-action guns, 97 live rounds of AAA ammunition, 4 foreign pistols, and 36 live rounds of 9mm ammunition, a hammer, a metal cutter, 5 heavy-duty metal chisels, and assorted mobile phones. A red-colored Toyota Hiace minibus with registration number AS 9039/21, used in conveying the suspects to the various robbery destinations, was also recovered and impounded. The team later arrested suspect Stephen Say at Atonsu Chirapatre. A search in a silver-colored Toyota Corolla saloon car with registration number GG 4721 led to the retrieval of 1 AK-47 assault rifle marked GHGP/ASH/TEPA/TP/B1523 with a magazine loaded with 25 rounds of ammunition concealed in the front passenger door. The said AK-47 rifle was observed to be the same police service rifle which was robbed from the police officer who was shot and killed by the robbers. Police moved to Ahwea Zongo, Aputoja, Abontem, and Kasi Bost and arrested suspect Ibrahim Al-Hassan, 30 years, a taxi driver, Francis Akwa alias Preman, 30 years, a trailer driver, and Martin Akansina alias 1 Billion, 43 years, a truck pusher, respectively. A red and yellow Opel Astra taxi cab with registration number GT1992V and a black Absonic motorbike number M25AW2177 were retrieved from suspects Ibrahim Al-Hassan and Martin Akansina, respectively. The team proceeded to Esiofua, where suspect Kweku Pepra alias X5, who engaged a shootout with the police, got shot. A Bruni pistol loaded with 4 rounds of ammunition was retrieved from him. Another team proceeded to Esereso Living Waters and arrested suspect Kwejo Atingawo, 35 years, a drinking sport operator, and retrieved 1 single barrel gun and 1 AAA cartridge from him. The team then went to Apromase near Odom to arrest suspect Kwabna Owusu-Ansah alias Kobi, but met his absence. His red Toyota Corolla number GR 607618 and black Suzuki motorbike number M25AS 9360 were impounded for investigation. On 19 September 2025, acting upon information that the pump-action gun robbed at St. Martin de Porres Cooperative Credit Union at Atonsu, Monaco on 14 September 2025 was in the custody of suspect Nati Bongo, who lived at Pechi and Obuasi. A team moved to the location for his arrest. However, the suspect got shot during an exchange of fire with the police. 2 pump action guns numbers ASAX 10158-2020, which was robbed at St. Martin de Porres, and ASAQ 936723 with 31 rounds of AAA ammunition and 1 M&P pistol loaded with 4 rounds of 9mm ammunition were retrieved from him. The team further proceeded to Boho near Kronum and arrested suspect Samuel Akwesi Apia alias Akwesman, 37 years, a trotro driver, and Yao Frimpong alias Nanayao alias Mystical, 32 years, an apprentice from their hideouts. A black unregistered Toyota Voxy vehicle was retrieved from suspect Samuel Akwesi Apia alias Akwesman. Suspect Kweku Pepra alias X5, Natibongo and Bozin Akwesi Apia, who engaged police in a shootout during the operation, were shot and died while receiving medical attention. The bodies have been deposited at the morgue for preservation and autopsy. From investigation conducted so far, I can report that some of the suspects, upon interrogation, have confessed to their involvement in the robberies. In addition, investigation has been able to confirm that some of the suspects were present at the various crime scenes around the time these robberies occurred. Also, during an identification parade, some of the suspects were positively identified by some victims of the robbery. Additionally, some of the exhibits, including the AK-47 rifles, some of the pump action guns, and mobile phones, have also been positively identified. Investigation is still ongoing. All the suspects are in custody and will be put before court while efforts are intensified to get those at large arrested. Before I conclude, I would like to once again highly commend the Ashanti Regional Commander and all the officers whose dedication and professionalism contributed to this successful operation.
Nebusuyan payne ka say say onipa yade a osayeyi eno nti no IGP following this big catch and as a big arrest here officers here to me eno nti no you promote several of these officers to different ranks ebe nam so na be say other police officers be owo bia no ebe say onkran say yes we anyuma pa abaso body ebe ba wakwan mu eno nti no IGP assign nam so ma we promote all the officers who were involved in this operation to the various ranks eyen kran shede ema won afefo akanyina ntebusuya good news about na say Ghana Police Service actually armed robbers 10 were robbing rural banks across the regions in Ghana. 3 were killed in the process. 2 are on the lookout for arrest. Chirewaju mami, the police is working. Let them volunteer. Let's volunteer information for them to aid their work to make Ghana a safer place for all of us. Chirewaju mami, the comment section. Medamasi.